Hi there, my favorite people. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about perimeter. It looks like parameter, but it's pronounced perimeter. And you might have done this before, so it shouldn't be too difficult if you have. And if you've never done it before, it's not really that tough. Let me show you why I think that you're going to be great at it. Perimeter is the distance around the outside measured area, okay? Going around it. Let's say I want to measure the perimeter of a box. Oh, I just happen to have a box right here, don't I? All right, this is one of the Scholastic boxes, right? I want to measure the perimeter around the outside edges of this box. In order to do that, I would need to measure this line, and this line, and this line, and this line. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to measure it. Oh, I found my yardstick. It got moved. Here we go. Here's my yardstick. So I'm going to measure here from this side to that side. That is about 20 inches. Well, if this side is 20 inches, what do you think this side will be? It will also be 20 inches. Yep. So then now I'm going to measure here. That is 12 inches. Okay, 12 inches. So let's draw this on the board as a representation here. Here's my box. 20 inches, 12 inches, 20 inches, 12 inches. I want to find out the perimeter of the edges of this box top. So I'm going to add this and this and this and this. Let's do some mental math. 20 plus 20 is 40. 12 plus 12 is 24. So we can add those together. 64 inches. That is the perimeter, the distance around the outside area. But let's do something a little bit smaller for you. Look, please, in your book, in your hardcover book, at the top of page 320. We're going to look at perimeter, top of the hardcover book, page 320. Perimeter. It says, perimeter is the distance around a plane figure flat. Add the lengths of the sides to find the perimeter. First, measure to find the length of each side, then add. I can't just hand you a ruler. So this is the problem. If we did, you would measure this as 1 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, and 3 inches. So once you have those figures, you would add them together. P stands for perimeter. Perimeter equals, and then we're going to add together the sides. We have 3 inches plus 1 inch plus 2 inches plus 1 inch. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So the perimeter of this trapezoid is 7 inches. See how we've written that there? That's also in your book. I've abbreviated inches as IN period, and that's all right. Look at the second one. They've done it in centimeters. Or if the lengths are given, just add. Well, that's kind of what we've done, right? They've added up each of those sides. Now, on the bottom, it says estimate the perimeter of each figure in centimeters and use your centimeter ruler to find the perimeter. What you can do right now is estimate that in your head, or actually what I think we should do. If you want to do that, you can, and stop and come back to it. But I'd like you to take out your worksheet on perimeter. This is page 120. The back of this, it's the same one that had the solid figures on the back of it. So you've already done the back side. This one is on perimeter. Take that one out, please. Page 120. At the top, it tells you again, to find the perimeter of a figure, add the lengths of its sides. The box there, 10 feet by 25 feet. Two sides are 10, two sides are 25. You would add those together to get the perimeter. We're just adding how long the outside edges are. Okay, that's a perimeter. Let's look at number 1 together. Write the perimeter. Now I see numbers, but it's followed by an M. That stands for meters. You have to be really careful on this to make sure that you are writing the correct label after it. If it says M, write an M. If it says inches, write inches. If it says centimeters, write centimeters. If it says feet, write feet. YD stands for yard. Make sure you're using the right ones, okay? Look at number 1. Let's quickly do this one together, okay? 4 meters plus 3 meters plus 5 meters plus 6 meters. Okay, so I'm going to look for either doubles or things that add to 10. Do you see something that adds to 10? I do. The 4 and the 6 add to 10, right? So we've got 10. Now let's add the others. 3 plus 5 is 8. So the 10 plus 8 makes 18 meters. So on the line, write 18M to show that it's 18 meters. All right, you're going to continue to do that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write up how many of these are, because you don't have a centimeter ruler probably at your house. So I'm going to write these up for you so you can start working on those, and I'm going to put these up and I'll let you know when I'm done so that you can write them in, okay? So keep working on your stuff for just a moment here. Oh dear. Okay, finish up the one you're on real quickly. And then I want you to look up here. I've written in 7, 8, and 9 because they don't give them to you in there. So I want you to have the right ones. So on 7, really quickly, go down and put in 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Write that in for number 7. Make sure you're using the labels as well. The directions say centimeters, so we need to have that. Number 8, each of those sides is 2 centimeters. Each of the sides of that rhombus is 2 centimeters. And then on number 9, this is the one that's a little bit, it's not tricky, you just got to pay attention. We have 2 centimeters, on the bottom is 3, top is 4. This side here is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. So you're going to write those in. All right, so you're going to complete the page. I do want to point out to you numbers 10 and 11. So if you could take a second and pause from what you're doing, because I want to show you 10 and 11, because there's a couple clues in there that you need to see. All right, look at number 10. Matt has a square picture that measures 10 centimeters on a side. Guys, the shape is given you there, right? Circle the name of that shape on number 10. What is the name of that shape? Square. Do you know how many sides there are on a square? I hope so. Each side is 10 centimeters, so you're going to figure out the perimeter. I want you to write out the problem for 10 and 11. Write it out and give the answer. Look at number 11. What is the perimeter of a clock in the shape of a hexagon if each side measures 9 inches? What's the shape? A hexagon. Circle that. You need to know how many sides are in a hexagon, and that's going to give you the answer for this. All right, guys, I want you to do your very best on the perimeter page. I want you to finish up page 120, and I'll see you next time.